Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2022, and we are hoping to have amazing conversations that inspire greatness on our Vijana Vital Voices show. Well, this platform has given us amazing guests in the past. We've had young people in governance, we've had young people in the social sphere, and today we are looking at young women in business, young women in the economic space, and what they are doing to contribute towards the growth of our country, to contribute towards the growth of their fellow young people, and generally just what her story is. Today's guest is an amazing young lady who is doing an amazing job in the fashion industry. I don't know, first of all, she needs to tell me, do I look good today? You know? Do I conform to the fashion standards, or are there any standards to be conformed to really in the first place? You look amazing as well. In fact, I said you look, when you walked in, I said you're literally just a walking brand in itself, you know? So my guest today is a lady by the name Maureen Aringo. She is the founder of Hando African Designs, and I just want her to tell us, first of all, she needs to tell us more about herself, because I might be just saying she's the CEO of Hando African Design, and yet there is a lot more to herself. I want you to tell us, Maureen Aringo, what is it about you? Tell us about yourself. Where do you come from? What's your story?
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
So, as you said, I'm Maureen, founder of Hando African Designs. I'm a scientist by profession.
Oh.
But a fashionpreneur by passion.
So what course did you take in campus?
Horticultural science.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I grew up loving fashion because I used to see my mother, making very beautiful pieces. Like designing clothes and then taking to her tailor. Yeah. And then making very beautiful pieces for herself. Yeah. So we grew up loving clothes and seeing her wearing very beautiful clothes. Yeah. And then, you grow into the passion, and you grow, and then you do different things, because African parents, when you say you want to be a creative, you're going to the university to do what?
Funny enough, she herself was a creative, but she doesn't think that you can thrive in that industry.
But she passed on before I went to campus. So, my auntie is so much like her, so she was also like, no, you have to do it. Okay, you have to do a professional course, you
need to be a career woman.
Yes, and then now she was like, later on you can mix those things up. So I was like, okay. So I did my bachelor's, and then after campus I worked for FPIC for a year, and then saved some money, and then in between projects.
For what?
FPIC.
FPIC.
Yes, FPIC, Fresh Produce Exporters Association.
Oh, okay. Yes. So you actually ventured into your career for some time.
I did, for a long time.
Yeah, but wait, what I want to know is, when you're in your career, did you always know that you will still get into fashion, or was it that you one time just stumbled upon it, or were you conscious that I'm here, but there's somewhere else that I need to be?
It was always inside of me, and then just like they say, you cannot assume your passion.
You can't kill it. You can't suppress it.
I'd be in the office and I'm over there sketching a few designs for my own. Yeah. So when I got the opportunity, there were so many issues at work, and then some of us got laid off. Yeah. So I was like, let me use this opportunity to actually do something on the side. Yeah. So that's how Hando was born, just as a side hustle on the side. But now it's grown into my main hustle.
It has become a main hustle, and it's not only just a main hustle, but I can see you from your profile. You actually have won quite some awards from Hand of African Designs. Yeah. Tell us about that.
So I have really put in so much work in it.
Yeah,
it doesn't come easy.
Yes.
So in 2019 first, we got nominated for...
Wait, before you even tell us about that, when did you start? When did you officially start?
5 years ago.
5 years ago, okay.
Yes. So in 2019, we got nominated for the Creative Industry Award under Women in Business with the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mm-hmm. And so I got this email. I was like, you have been nominated. You have to garner for votes. I'm like, okay.
It's now politics, eh?
It's politics, Yeah. So, I went on social media and we did the thing and we won.
Oh, nice.
And then, thank you. And then in 2020, we also got nominated for Fashionpreneur Under 30 with Founders
Founder of the Year Award. Yeah.
Which we also won.
Uh-huh.
And then last year, we got nominated for Fashionpreneur also Under 30 with She Awards. Yeah, that is still ongoing. So I don't know if we're gonna win.
So we should be voting for you right
yes,
now.
Please, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been quite a run, but it's very interesting.
So what I want to understand is that, many young people today who get into business find it very difficult to start their own businesses and even just keep it going. I want to know for you, what has the journey been like? Have there been any challenges you're facing? Because we know that young people today, when starting their own businesses, they face a lot of challenges, financial challenges to try and get the business up. They face challenges in terms of compliance with legal requirements, and even just generally kanjo frustrating you. So most of them actually opt to go into other industries and other sectors of business that do not require you to start something from scratch. So in your starting from scratch, what are some of the challenges you have faced first of all, as a young lady in business? No, first of all, business generally in itself. What are some of the challenges you faced, and what are some of the challenges that you feel are unique to you as a young woman in business?
I was lucky enough to have worked and saved some money, and then even when I started Hando, I went back to work, to employment. So
okay.
So I was lucky to be I started this as a side, I had something cushioning me on the side. But also, not to say that it has been easy, all through, business is just business. I think in every sector, whether it's from passion, whether it's, you're driven by money, it's just business at the end of the day. It's very frustrating sometimes.
Yeah.
So, most people look at other people who've done business for 10 years or even 5 years, and then you're like, why is mine not working like Maureen?
Yeah.
You don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We only show you the beautiful awards and the beautiful clothes.
The beautiful clothes and the nice photos that I see.
But you don't know what we go through with the seamstresses, with clients, with like you said, kanjo, and authority. It's just, determination, and you're like, I'm going to do this.
So now I think that's what we want to hear. Tell us about a typical day when you're starting your business, when it was still, earlier on in the starting stages. What are how was it like? Like, what would you face? Like, for instance, give us an example of a challenge, the challenges you faced with kanjo. Are there times your business has been closed? Are there times with seamstresses? We just want to know from the fashion side of things. How do those challenges look like?
So mine was, I think, even worse, because I wasn't really a business person. I was doing this for myself at first. I was like, you know what? I like beautiful clothes. I'm gonna start this for me, and then we see how it goes on. It was a mess. I only had one seamstress, and 2 machines, but it was a mess. I didn't know where to source for fabric. I didn't know what to do when clients harass me. So and then good thing was my seamstress was very patient. Because he knew I'm just on the designing part of it. At first, at least nowadays I can put something together. So he really understood where I'm coming from. So it was a mess, sometimes we couldn't get the designs right, sometimes we couldn't beat the deadline, and then the authorities that would come and just harass you. We want this license and this license.
Yes.
And then sometimes I was at work, so just being called.
Tumefungiwa leo.
Talk to these guys. Some of them like, excuse me, sir, I don't know what. It took a lot of crying at first. But nowadays I know what to do and what not to do.
Wow. I mean, before we continue with this conversation, remember, this is Vijana Vital Voices show, the show that brings you conversations that inspire greatness, stories of young people doing amazing things in the business sector, in the political space, in the social space. Today we are having Maureen Aringo, the CEO of Hando African Designs. She's a young woman in business. She's telling us about the struggles she has faced, what has been the motivation behind her business. Before we continue with this discussion, remember to follow us on Icon Radio KE on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel on YouTube to even have more discussions and listen to other shows that we do have here at Icon Radio. Allow me to just take a short music break, then we come back and continue with the discussion. I want to hear about your mentorship journey. I want to hear about other young people that you've held their hands. So before we do that, please, let's take a short music break. We'll come back to you here on Vijana Vital Voices.
Icon Radio.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had quite an interesting break there, just having a good laugh. And we were having a discussion with Maureen Aringo, the CEO of Hando African Designs, and she's given us an elaborate story of how she started, some of the challenges that she faced. And as we promised before the break, we said that we are going to focus on mentorship. We know that, and we all understand how the value of mentorship in anything that we do as young people, the fact that we need to stand on the shoulders of giants, as it is proverbially said, that standing on the shoulders of giants actually helps you see further than you would have had you stood on your own. So I want to understand, Maureen, from your point of view and your story. First of all, do you appreciate the value of mentorship? And second, how has the mentorship journey been for you? I know what happens. I've had stories of what happens in the fashion industry that, you have people who've been there for years. They are well-known names, and you'd expect that as a young person getting into that industry that they would hold your hands. I want to understand, has that been the case for you? And basically, how was it? How was that journey? Are there people that you can notably say that so and so held my hand to this extent, and as a result of their mentorship, my business was actually probably smoother, or there are certain challenges that I would have faced but I didn't face? So how has been the journey for you, and in your own words, what's the value that you place on mentorship in your growth as a businesswoman?
Mentorship is very, very important for you. I think for you to grow or move a step forward, you have to see what other people in the same space are doing, and actually talk to people who are where you want to be in a few years. So I have been passively.
The laughter says it all.
The fashion industry in Kenya is very interesting.
Yeah,
we assume each other, we compete. We are not. We are not very friendly to each other.
Yeah.
So I was passively mentored. I'm those people who, if I see something or if I have a question, I'm gonna reach out to someone specific and ask them. Via maybe social media or something like that.
Yeah.
So I have reached out through the years. I've reached out to Nato. She is very, very inspiring.
Is she called Olga?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Akinyo Dongo also is a very phenomenal woman in the fashion industry.
Yes.
And also a peer called Brenda, the
Yeah.
CEO of Marumara. So they have been, vital in my growth.
Yeah.
I would not say that through physical meetings I have actually not sit down with them.
Yeah.
But just in case I have a problem, I will just reach out and be like, how do you go about this? What would you do if you are in my situation? And they have been very, very instrumental.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for you, it's been more of reaching out as opposed to having someone consistently in your life that, you sit down with, you measure your growth with. Okay,
yes,
that's quite interesting. Is it because you've had an experience with trying to reach out to someone to actively mentor you? Mm-hmm. How did that go? I think that's what we want to know, because young people keep saying, and it's not just within the fashion industry only. You hear of young people in other industries saying, I started my business in this particular sector and I reached out to people and this was the experience. I think that's the experience we just want to know, so that, as young people, we know where do we go and how do we handle mentorship.
It's hard. So I'm not going to lie. I have reached out. I reached out to a few people.
Yeah.
And, you just get blocks and blocks, like I am so sure you went through the same challenge and you have, something that you can share with me so that I can, overcome a challenge. But someone would just be like, just find a way around it.
Yeah, or it's not just that hard.
Yes, it's not that hard, And then people in business are sometimes not honest. You'll be going through a challenge, or maybe there is, like shortage of clients or whatever, and then you'll be like,
so how do I increase my clientele?
Yes. So let me ask Nani if he or she is going through the same challenge. They'll be like, no, my business is perfect. I'm actually sleeping at work. I have so much time. So reaching out sometimes make you feel so inferior. You're like, what am I not doing right?
Yeah.
So after some time, I was just like, you know what? I will reach out on depending on what problem I'm facing
on need basis. Yes. And reach out to the people that you feel are, comfortable friendly, and friendly to you.
Yeah.
Wow. So for you, given these challenges that you have faced, of course, when you started out, you were probably young in that space.
Yeah.
But then there are people who came after you, young designers who came after you, who were facing the same challenges that you're facing. Have you been able to reach out? Have you been able to hold hands of, younger people in the fashion industry? And how is the journey? Do you have people that you actively mentor, or are you also just extending the when they call you, tell them, mi niko tu sawa, si niko sawa, and African Designs. We are going international.
I have mentored like say 10 to 15 interns so far. Yeah.
Okay.
So I make sure at every learning and growing at Hando,
Yeah.
Because I know how hard it is. And then when you are, small and young and you're just trying to find your space, you see these people making it, going to radio like me.
Yes.
Like,
getting
wow.
awards.
Yeah,
you're
like, wow, she is bigger than life. I cannot even approach her. So I took it upon me to actually approach them.
Yeah.
So
I understand that. Yes.
Yeah. So if I see someone who has interest or who is just like asking for information like online, I'll be like, hi, if you need help, just I'm here. You can always ask. Yeah. Because sometimes it's the fear. You're like,
how do I even reach out to Ruth Ambogo?
Yes,
how do I approach Maureen?
To reach out to Ruth?
Yes.
And then if fear, maybe she will assume me or she will, just not talk to me. So I have taken it upon myself to, help out. And some of the interns have actually started their own, fashion houses.
Yeah.
And I support them and I always ask, so what's going on? Have you been harassed today?
Yeah.
Yes.
How is the Kanjo situation going on? Yes.
Yeah, like this is where you can get fabric. This is where you can get a good
This is how to know what fabric is legit, which is not legit.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how to price your product. This is, it's free information. And you cannot... It's not like by lighting someone else's candle, yours dims out. No. Yeah. There's so much space. I cannot dress the entire Nairobi.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, I believe in fashion sometimes. I mean, if for instance, the people you are mentoring, there could come a time when they have a lot of orders and they cannot, meet the targets, and now they extend the business to you. So you're also growing your network in return.
Yeah, or you could outsource the labor.
Yes. Even you yourself could outsource the labor.
Yeah. So it's we should create a community where, especially women in business.
Yes.
We should create a community where we just support each other. And, like, let me say I'm making outfits, someone else is selling shoes. Let's support each other and grow together.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to know why African designs? Why African designs? Why not any other, why not importing from Turkey or why not bringing clothes from China and just easily selling them?
So I am a very, very creative person. I was a very creative child.
I've seen some of your designs. I don't know when you are planning to dress me. I don't know, you're waiting for me to become a mweshimiwa somewhere.
I'm gonna
before you can
today.
tell me,
I'm going to start right now.
Take my measurements already.
Yeah. So I was a very, very creative child. I would see something on someone, I would like, I would wear that, but I would make the sleeves puffed.
I'd change it like this.
Or I'd make it shorter, or I'd do something. So I first of all, I'm always sketching. I'm so sorry, but even in my office meetings, I'm always sketching something, Like I get inspired by almost everything. So this is not to say that importing outfits is, redundant or whatever, but I just love creating something from space. From, from scratch.
Yes.
And just seeing it spring into life. It gives me so much life. So when we started, it was purely Ankara fabrics, because it's very diverse and very beautiful. But with time now, we started doing official outfits, suits. So we have diversified into other things.
What would you say is your clientele? Are you supported by, is your clientele also young people, in terms of people who promote your business? Because you see now this is Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. Do you think that the culture of buying Kenya, building Kenya has been entrenched in the young people based on your clientele? Do you believe that young people are getting into that culture of, just building Kenyan Kenyan artists? Because, you are an artist pretty much. Kenyan artists and Kenyan designers. Is it something that you believe is a concept that is now growing, because the government is now getting into pushing it as a concept that let's have more of our products, let's have more of our own designs, more of our own well done products. So do you think that the young people in Kenya are adopting into that?
They really are. I will give you an example. Look into just look at one of the weekends where there is something going on, like Koroga or whatever festival is going on.
Yes. I'm a piano.
90% of the crowd is actually wearing Kenyan-made outfits. Most of them vitenge, just very fun. We have really grown.
Yeah.
Because Kitambo, Ankara or kitenge outfits for like for our
our mothers when they are going for church meetings, and weddings.
Yeah, but nowadays you can do so much, like from crop tops to just small, fun little things. So most of my clientele is my age mates.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they see something that I wear. Because I almost wear my outfits every day.
Yes.
So when they see something on me, they're like, I could wear that to the office. So most of my clientele is the youth. Very vibrant generation. So I'm actually having fun with it too.
Yeah. Well, before we come to an end, I'd like to just know that, every business has a plan of growth. Every business has, every business person knows where they want to be 5 years from now, what they project for their business. What are your projections for Hando African Designs? Should we look out to, should we look out to you dressing our first lady, president at some point? What are some of the goals that you have for your business in terms of just where you want to see it grow towards, and then like maybe how many more young people do you want to impact over the years? What's your plan for your business?
So before I even look at the future, I would love to take it back to my journey in the past.
Yes.
when I see from where we started from, there has been so much growth. We have a branch in Kisumu.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
And our team just keeps growing and growing. So in future, I would like us to, of course, expand, dress more people. Like we've dressed very many, amazing people.
Yes.
Dress more people, be an international brand.
Yes.
And then also I have this dream of starting Hando School of Fashion.
So
if you have money out there, you don't know where to put it.
Yeah, you're talking to the right platform. There are people who have money who watch this show.
Please.
Yes.
Please reach out.
What do you plan to achieve with the school, with the fashion school?
Just mentor people, mentor people and the unfortunate, members of the society, young women, women who maybe got into early pregnancies and then have dropped out of school, and just unfortunate people of the society. This is a good business,
Yeah, the vulnerable.
Yes, the vulnerable. It's a very good business. It comes in so handy. The single mothers, just people who need something to do and because a woman with her own money is just something. So I would love to have a school where people get inspired, people get mentored, and actually can grow and go start their own businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of the vulnerable in the society, is there something that you're currently doing? Is there something that you're currently doing that could be small scale that now you hope to expand to grow into a large scale?
I am an anonymous charitable person.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I have small charity, events that I do with women.
Yes.
And mostly single mothers, because I really, really don't understand how they even survive.
Yeah.
So I'm the anonymous person who just comes through once in a while.
just let me know, what exactly do you do with them?
I just like send food or clothes and just small, tiny.
As a CSR.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, we wish you well in your growth, and we hope to be part of that growth.
Thank you.
We hope to even get you clients,
yes,
through our networks.
Yes.
So my producers, if they're listening, they should at least each purchase a kitenge, t-shirt or something, a shirt or something. Yeah. Wow. So before we come to an end, I would like to remind you that this is Vijana Vital Voices show. We're having an amazing conversation with a young woman in business, and she's been able to just let us know what her business is all about, how the business has been able to reach out to young people in terms of mentorship, the number of young people she's been able to assist, how she's contributing towards the discussion on Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. I just want us to, have a fun session before we finish this show. I'd like us to just, the cameraman in the studio, please give them some advice on fashion, some fashion tips for men, especially if you're working in a place that does not necessarily require you to be official all the time. What are some of the fashion tips you can give them?
Be comfortable, first of all. I think style is being comfortable. Be comfortable in whatever you're wearing. The more comfortable you are, the more confident you are in what you're wearing. And
the more confident you are, the more nice you look. I don't know. There's something about confidence and how you dress up.
Yes, your dress can always speak for you.
Yeah.
So be very comfortable. And then nowadays, men are allowed to wear bold colors.
Yes,
it's not like a few years back when you wear something bold, you're like, eh. So nowadays they could wear flowered t-shirts, they could wear
pink
or yellow, and look really nice.
Yeah.
So be comfortable, whatever color you choose to wear, and just be stylish. You owe yourself that.
Meskia, be stylish,
Don't
be
be
comfortable.
boring.
Don't be boring. Thank you so much, Maureen. This has
me.
been an amazing conversation. This is a conversation that truly inspires greatness. It pushes you to think of how can you start your own business, but even as you're doing your business, how can you be able to incorporate, fellow young people?
Yeah.
How do you reach out to them? Because, when you hold one person's hand, as you've said, when you light one person's candle, yours does not dim off. Thank you so much for this discussion.
Thank you for
I look
having
forward
me.
to being dressed. Hey, let me tell you, the next time I show up in studio, Neville, the next time I show up in studio, I'll be lit and you will know that this is Hando African Designs. Thank you so much. And we look forward to, just getting to also support your business and, see you grow to the next level, see you win more awards. In fact, just remind us, how do we vote?
So just go to the She Awards website, and then on the homepage there is vote and vote now.
Yeah.
If you click on vote, just scroll down.
Yes.
Fashionpreneur.
Yes.
Maureen Aringo from Hando.
Okay, please vote for her.
Please vote for me.
She needs to win again so that we can celebrate. We can have a moment to celebrate and just say, this is a young woman who's doing amazing things. Asante sana. That has been Vijana Vital Voices, where we bring you conversations that inspire greatness. And today's discussion is about young women in business, the challenges they face, the contribution they're making towards the growth of the economy. Until next time, follow us on Icon Radio, KE, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to our channel to also look at the other shows that we have here at Icon Radio. We have amazing shows, music shows, we have political shows, we have discussions on money, discussions on businesses, and just various shows that you would want to subscribe to and just, enjoy the Icon experience. Asanteni sana. Till next time, goodbye.
Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.